Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Divine Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Y'all, I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much for your wishes on my birthday. And also the Clubhouse meeting was a success. If you're familiar with Clubhouse, you know that you can watch the replay. So the same link that was posted, if you want to go see what all was said, I had a really delightful conversation with some folks on there today. Very enlightening. And those are the kind of conversations I like. So thank you so much for being here, for your likes, your shares, your comments, and all that good stuff. So now let me be quiet so we can listen in. Divine, what do you have for the collective? So I heard transparent and then trespass. All right, so someone is in a cognitive, I don't know what to call this. I just see somebody who is kind of somebody, it's like they're having to reason with what has taken place. So you know the statue with the man who is sitting in that contemplative energy, like he has his fist holding his chin up, like his head is resting on his chin. That's what I'm being shown. So with the whole transparency energy, it's as if, they're being educated. I feel like they're in class. Like there's some sort of session or class that they have to go through now to be able to understand. Okay, so I heard purgatory, why it is that, possibly they're on their way there. So now they have to understand why. Of course, they're going to question why they're being sentenced in this manner. So especially if right now they're getting a preview of where they're headed, ultimately, their ultimate destination, like with all the towers falling and crashing. Now it's like having to go through this course of an understanding. Like if somebody shows you a pamphlet or something, and so you're able to read the pamphlet, but then you still have questions, right? So now that's what's happening here. They're just kind of sitting with, I'm hearing like the commitment and fraud. I'm hearing those terms. Yeah. So I heard someone's awaiting their jail sentence. So I'm looking at it more or less from a metaphysical standpoint, because this person's just sitting alone. They don't have anyone to ask this. So now it's put them in that place to, I feel like after all the emotions, the high emotions have kind of settled down, now they have to sit in that moment because there's really nothing they can do. There's nowhere they can go. There's nowhere they can hide. That's the transparency energy. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I heard reject. So they're feeling like a reject, possibly. And I heard full circle. So possibly how they started out is how it's ending. And the reason why they got into a lot of the mischief that they got into is because they did feel like an outcast or a reject. So they had to supersede that energy themselves. Instead of building themselves up in like a positive, organic way, they chose like external things to make them appear grander than what, they really were. So it's like setting out the cheese in the trap for the mice. But they were the cheese. And the mice came and got trapped. Wow. All right, that might be it, y'all. Here we go. All right, here we are. Oh, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. That's a beautiful sight to see, but, let's dive in and see exactly what's happening. Sorry for the camera shake. Spirit, tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles, please. Thank you. All right, y'all. So I heard this. It's crazy because I was talking on Clubhouse with someone about a dream that I had, but I just heard the term regalia. So I'm not surprised that it's coming back up because it was actual energy and experience via dream state that I had that I even shared today with someone and received confirmation with them as well. So regalia. The regalia term that I mentioned earlier had to do with a cap and gown for a graduation ceremony. But let me not say that that's going to be the same thing that we talked about earlier. Let me just be open. Hold on. I heard pomp and circumstance, y'all. So this is giving me ceremony. And of course, I'm starting to, I mean, I was and am beginning again to hear the music. Da, na, 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 na. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I mean, it's no coincidence, of course, but let me see what else is here. Since we're here, let's see what else is there. Because we didn't go into depth on Clubhouse, really, but we can go into depth now. Absolutely. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles. So there's definitely, I'm looking at, a lectern. There's a speaker. They have on, their cap and gown and, they're speaking toward an audience, but it's not you. It's not you, collective. So I'm hearing like how you would have like a mistress of ceremony, but this is a masculine that I'm seeing. So I don't know what they would be called. A master of ceremony, possibly. What else, Spirit? Thank you. All right, so I heard giftings and gifts. So that's right in line with this. This is amazing, y'all. This is so amazing. Cornucopia. I never, ever use that word, y'all, but there you go. Translucent and transcendent. Ooh, translucent, you guys. Translucent, that's like water. That's like a flow of water, but it's like translucent, like transparent. Is that like the same sort of thing? Anyway, y'all, I'm okay. So let me just sum this up with everything that I just received. So what it's sounding like and what is actually confirmation for me by way of the two dreams that I had that I shared on, a member with Clubhouse, and confirmation via, them verbally saying, and then someone in the chat was also confirming that they've had the same energy, is about a graduation of divine ones who are receiving whatever it is. Is it an ascension? Is it an upgrade? Is it gifting, spiritual giftings that are to be, like a diploma, like here's your new gift, because of graduation. Oh my God, yo. Yes. Here we are. So divine. Of course, you're getting ready to graduate because the counterpart energy from the channeling, they're going back to school. That was the whole pamphlet energy. Like they're receiving instructions of where they're going. And, it's almost one of those things like somebody possibly who's going to jail. Maybe you get a pamphlet that says, you shouldn't say these words. These are trigger words. You might end up getting hemmed up, or don't take from another inmate. They're like getting these rules right here. And they have questions. Us, we've done the work. So we get to graduate. But when we graduate, that actual certificate or diploma is a new gift being unveiled. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you, collective. 10 of Pentacles, y'all. Wouldn't that be it? Wouldn't that be what that person who, and I talked about the 3D-isms in the channeling, how they chose to decorate themselves on the outside to attract the mice, right? The cheese in the trap with the mice. But this is what they were after, you guys. If you had to deal with someone coming back and back and back again, but it seemed to always be rooted in money, like 3D-isms. This is why. They knew this was coming. This 10 of Pentacles. This is the graduation gift. It's here. It's time to graduate, y'all. Look at this. I don't even have to really go into, let me see what this is. Look, because I see what's peeking behind this right here. I have the 6 of Wands. This is a victory. This is the many actions, well, 6 to be exact, that went toward what? The defeat of this devil. Look at that. Devil card reverse. That's exactly what that is. It's a defeat, y'all. Anyone who's ever been in school, I don't care if it's grade school, college, technical college, graduate, y'all know how hard that fight is. You know how difficult it is to get up every day and submit yourself to learning something. For us, it was submitting ourselves to higher learning. We had to be vulnerable to attacks and vulnerable to chastising, people laughing, people making fun of us, trying us for no reason. We had to endure all of these things. But the 6 of Wands lets you know you definitely receive your accomplishments right now. Like, yes, we honor you, collective, for going through these trials, tribulations, making it across this stage to grab your diploma. But also it lets you know that the work is not done, which you know this. You know this. You already know what kind of path that this is. You're a divine one. You've seen like the worst of everything almost already. So nothing really can deter you at this point, but it just lets you know that, there's time to work now. We still have to work. But definitely this, whatever was attached to you, has been defeated. All right, I'm going to continue down. I didn't even finish up and tell you the 10 of Pentacles. That's the bottom of the deck energy for what we're about to get into, but we've already gotten into it, so let's keep going. So I have the Knight of Cups reversed here. So I know this Knight of Cups recently came out as a reading previously as somebody who is wanting to let you know that, this is it for them. So if that was like a communication of a threat in whatever way that they thought they could get you, to allow them to fall into your arms, like collapse even, because this person's weak, like they have no strength. They have nothing left. Everything's been stripped from them. I mean, they're headed to jail. You can't take nothing to jail with you. You can't take anything with you. They've been stripped. So let's see what's behind the Knight of Cups. What we need to know here. All right, so 7 of Swords, y'all. And then the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The 7 of Swords is reversed as well. All of these are reversed, but let me dive in and see what's going on here. Spirit, tell me more about this Knight of Cups reverse, the 7 of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. I heard she made me do it. Oh, wouldn't that be it? Wouldn't they be blaming someone else? Wouldn't that be all? And that's exactly what that is with that 7 of Swords reversed. They were both doing it to one another, but right here at the end, this Knight of Cups is trying to throw this Queen of Pentacles reverse under the bus, like under the jail. They're both going to jail. But while they're on their way, this King of Cups wants the final say on this Queen of Pentacles. But these possibly were a pair, a duo, a mighty thieving duo, stealing from everyone, each other. But they're both caught up. But that 7 of Swords reverse tells me, there's no honor amongst thieves. That's how it was in the real world, is what I'm hearing, compared to where they're headed now. Now they're really going to be amongst all the thieves. But that last-ditch effort from this Knight of Cups is so pathetic, because it's like, just take your sentence like a man or a woman. But no, they got to drag somebody else with them. But this Queen of Pentacles is also dragging them. It's vice versa here. But these are both two demonic energies that are under your feet with this Six of Wands. They've both been defeated. Now they get to go not only fight each other in purgatory, but fight the other people that are also sentenced to purgatory. This is why they all have their own pamphlet. So they can go ahead and get the rules and the ground rules and the understandings right now, because it's that serious. Because it's like the pamphlet says, yeah, we know what you thought this was, but this is what it really is. And we need you to understand this. So we put it in a pamphlet for you to understand right before you come. So that's why I said this person is in the place of transparency, and they're sitting alone like that statue, that infamous statue with the head resting on the chin, the elbow on the leg, and they're just sitting there thinking. Maybe it's called the thinking man statue. I don't know. But that's this person. All right, y'all. Over to the left-hand side of this. You know, this is the, what do they call that? When you walk, you know, the ceremony of going to receive your diploma. I know that has a name, but that's what the Six of Wands is giving me. Processional. That's the processional. All right, so next to that, let's talk about what's happening on this other side. Let's see the obvious. I see the Strength card, right? That's all the endurance and everything that it took to get to where you are. And then we have the Lover's energy. This, for me, is a divine guided partner here. So before y'all, love is coming. A partner is coming. Because this one's being sentenced. This is the one. This is the ex-person. This is the one who put you through hell. And now they're headed to hell. But that had to free the way for this love to come in. Look at, you have two major arcana, Strength card, Lover's card. You all were made for each other. You all had the same journey. You all had to endure the same classes, right? I'm hearing AP classes. So, you know, those are like higher learning courses, right? They're not like average courses. Obviously, we're talking about divinity here. But this is a blessing of finally your match coming, because you all are both ready. You've been prepared, and now you're ready to finally come into union, right? I mean, it had to be that way with the balancing. It had to. If you would have ran across this, first of all, you wouldn't have ran across this person, I don't believe. Because physically, I feel like with the energy, it just wouldn't have been one of those things to where you would have had even the cognizant to look up at someone and say, oh, you're my potential future helpmate. Like, it wouldn't even been that way. Because it wasn't designed for you all to recognize each other as that. Sometimes that's why you hear when love is right under your nose. It just, you all weren't ready to meet at that point. So that's why the connection was never made. But then come to find out, when you all do actually bump into each other, say hello, y'all have been there all along, right beside one another, but didn't know it. That's what this is giving me. All right, y'all, let's see what's above this energy. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, so if y'all are having dreams about graduation, I don't care what it is. If it has a graduation theme to it, then I'm talking to you. All right, y'all. So maybe we're about to get into the gifts here. Like what actually is being handed over, like in exchange for going through what we have to be able to receive this actual gift. What is it? So we do have the cards. They're all on their side. For me, these are to be determined energies. But let me see. Hold on, y'all. So I'm hearing the word cherish. And then also treasure is coming up. All right, here we go, y'all. So the Six of Swords. Here we are, y'all. Here we go. So that Six of Swords for me, normally, you know, that means you being pulled away from a situation that can possibly take you under, but then because of your beautiful spiritual team and the guidance and the love that they have for you, they're able to come like scoop you up and remove you from that situation, you know, so you can get your mind together or whatever. You know, it's like a rescue. They cloak you, you know, and make sure, you know, it's like paparazzi, before they come, they want to go ahead and cloak you so you don't have cameras all in your face or whatever. They want to just get you to safety. But what I'm seeing here is this is you. This is you now pulling others to safety. It's almost as if now you've come up in the ranks to be able to become that, but in the physical. In the physical, now you're acting as a spirit guide for others. So that's possibly a gift in itself right here. You know what this feels like too? This feels like someone finding their voice. You know, it's like, it's one thing to, you know, receive advice from someone, but it's another thing to receive advice from a guru, right? Now, that someone could be like a family member, you know, someone that, you know, you love them and you know they love you and you trust their information and they, you know, they've always helped out in the past with helpful things that they say. But to actually meet a guru that people like, there's just something just magnetic, magnificent about them and you don't know why, but you just know. And it's not only you know, it's like a million other people know. I feel like that's just because of the high vibration that that guru carries. But I'm sensing now that it's, well, what I'm bringing this home to around the block is that that guru energy is going to be placed on you by way of you speaking up. But I say guru, it's not like you're going to be like, you know, a monk or, you know, Mother Teresa or Oprah or whoever would be a guru. Not in that sense, but it's because of the magnitude of the vibration that you carry because of this gift. People are going to, I'm hearing elected, so they're going to put you in that position. Like you don't even really see this coming because you never even imagined this. Like this wasn't even on your radar that you would be, you know, this sort of person that people just kind of flock to. That's what I'm getting. But it's all because the spirit team put you in that position. That's the only reason why. They were able to get you into this rightful seat. But it has to do with someone who is going to speak. It has to do with verbal speaking. Let's see what's behind the Six of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. So possibly the verbalization was the exposure of, or let me put this together, y'all. You speaking up caused you to be able to place, I don't want to use the word control, but it's almost, I'm hearing a caged demon. So you verbally speaking up put this person behind bars. You were the one to be able to imprison this King of Pentacles. But with the guru energy, it was like, who else was going to do it? Who else had the might or the intellect or the know? This is like someone who actually was on the ground to do it. It's almost like you have lookers who couldn't physically get to this person. They needed somebody on the ground, and that was you, collective. So if you've been speaking up and out against the doings of this or surrounding this King of Pentacles energy, this is the reason why they're going to jail. But it would not have happened any other way. This King of Pentacles would have been running out rampant, destroying more lives. But you were the one, I'm hearing the sheriff in town. You were elected that sheriff in town. And because of whatever it is that you're sharing, is going to put you into that guru energy. Because you're speaking from experience. This isn't any book you read. It might have felt like a book or a story out of a book, a movie, but you live this. You actually live this experience. And I feel like it's full of information that people aren't even aware of how this even got started. I'm hearing something about coincidences, but now you know that the coincidences are not that. They were aligned. It was supposed to be that way for what we have with this purgatory energy and how this King of Pentacles has been sentenced, but they couldn't have been sentenced unless the sheriff in town, you collector, was on the ground and able to do it. That's why you're being hauled off and cloaked off. But it's like now you will have that position to be able to haul others off and cloak them. But it's by the vibration of your voice that's being carried. I hope that makes sense. I hope all of that comes together to make sense. But it doesn't have to be forced for the one who already knows what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, this Six of Cups is showing me that how, you know, with this freedom energy, just people being released and freed under the sound of your voice. Six of Cups. Having dreams or visions of going back to their childhood. People are being freed in that manner. They're healing in their sleep even. Because I'm thinking now about childhood dreams. Dreams about childhood energies. I don't care if it's like your childhood home. I mentioned something in a reading about an easy bake oven. I had one as a child. But anything surrounding, like, I'm hearing lessons. Lessons you would have learned in childhood. But it's only now that you can look back on the lesson. For me with the easy bake oven, I wanted it so bad, but when I got it, I actually burnt myself and I never touched it again. That kind of energy. It's like now you realize and can put two and two together, but what is that doing? It's bringing forth healing. I don't know what the easy bake oven has to do with healing right now, but I know that it happened. It came up. So it's necessary for something. And here we are with the Ten of Pentacles energy here. The childhood energy that's being spoke of with the Six of Cups. Putting someone behind bars, this King of Pentacles. But I was the one elected to do it. But it's stuff coming back up from childhood, letting me know all along it was there. This is you, collective. So I'm hearing trials. You've been in class your whole entire life. You were in adult classes as a child. Yeah. Like you were the only child in a room full of adults learning the same lessons that they were learning. Wow. Wowzers. So you basically kind of skipped over your childhood. Even though you remember being a child, you may not remember everything about being a child. You remember the things that happened to you. But now you're realizing they happened for you. But I'm hearing that these were just things that were neglected along the way. Because it didn't hold any, you know, I want to say residency in your mind. Like it didn't seem like it mattered that, you know, you got burned by the easy bake oven. It wasn't a thought in your mind. But why did it come up in the dream? Why is it that, you know, you would still remember that even though you never paid it any mind, right? There's some healing that's attached to that. Anyway, y'all, let me keep going because I feel like this is deeper than what I'm even being shown right now. So, but whoever it resonates for, I ask that you just, consult with your guides and your team to understand that energy, whatever it is that's coming up. And you have questions about it now after hearing this. This might have just been like a little pinpoint, remember? And then you're like, oh my God, yeah, well, that's what you go talk with your people about. Because I'm going to talk to mine about that easy bake oven now that it's coming back up again. Like, why is that coming back up again? Yeah, I'm going to ask them about that. Definitely. All right. So behind the Six of Cups, y'all, we have the King of Wands. But I feel like just seeing this Six of Cups, I feel like, your counterpart, we're talking about divine union. You got the one who would knock right out the way. They're headed out of the door. Like you could see the back of their heads. They're being ushered out. So we can have this new lover card, divine union energy enter in. But I'm thinking the same thing with the Six of Cups. They're also going through. Like, why did I allow this person to touch me like that? Why did I continue to allow that to happen? And this is specifically for the person that you have dealt with, the one who took the left-hand path, right? The one who's headed off to where they're going to their sentencing. Because now with the childhood energy you're experiencing, they're also experiencing as well. But theirs is more or less like, why? But yours is like, I understand why. There's a difference there. Because you're on the healing path, but they're on a path to just question everything. I did mention them questioning things, but this is another thing. The childhood energy coming up. They don't know where to, they don't know what to do with that. Whatever they experienced, by way of them being abused, could be sexually. They don't know what to do with that information, but it's coming up for them. All right, so behind the King of Wands, we have the Hermit, but that's what I was just going over. Them going within. You all are both going within, but yours is coming out with an understanding because you've been educated. You've gone through the class. You've received the proper skills and knowledge to be able to decipher what the meaning of it is. Them, they never had those classes. They were never in the AP classes. They probably ditched school. They didn't stay in school. And I'm really talking about a metaphysical. So when there were chances for them to learn from something, they ran from it. That's that creation of the karma that they're now having to deal with and be sentenced because of. Behind the Hermit, y'all, we have the Three of Wands. So, somebody's going one way and somebody's going the other. This means expectation, or this means, like lack of. It's on the side though, but that's the same energy. You all are both experiencing the same thing, but just under different, like complete opposite circumstances. Same thing, but different circumstances or results. And we're talking about freedom versus jail. Yeah. Freedom of the mind or being jailed in their own mind. And it could be physical as well. But, it starts above and then below trickles down. So you've been free for a while now. They thought they were free, but now they're learning that they were just buying time until the sentence, right? Well, I hope they enjoyed everything. That's not fair for me to say. I shouldn't say that, because if this person did go through what I said with the sexual abuse or trauma, they don't deserve, to feel like they brought that on themselves. They don't. Of course they don't. They were innocent. You got burnt by an easy bake oven, but they possibly got burnt by an adult. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So y'all still experience the same things. Like, y'all will always experience the same things, but just, like I said, different results. Behind the Three of Wands, there's the Ace of Wands. So both of you all get new opportunities. Your opportunity, of course, is now you get to start fresh. Oh, well, the completion is the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you get to go to the bank, cash your check, and then start your new life, Them, they're going to jail. Period. All right, y'all. I hope this helps.